Hello everyone, this is Mohamed Darwish and we get back with another video. Uh, the idea of this video is kind of different. Like I'm not gonna show some or concepts like how the linked list work. Okay, and you can make the implementation in whatever language or whatever programming language you want, but the idea is the same in whatever language you use. So, what is linked list? Linked list is normally when you are in arrays, the memory will be like this. Okay, this is the memory, and we have this kind of stuff. When we say array, okay, or list as in Python, okay. Here we have index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As you know, the array here is pointing to the first element. And when you say array 1, like this, you'll say array 0 plus 1 and so on. So the elements in array are in the next position, 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 you get the idea. The next place of the previous item. Okay, so here is the first item, and here will be 2, and the next of it in the memory. Okay, but the linked list is have or has an like an different idea, which will be here you have an item, and here in another place, like in the other size of the other in the memory, you get in the other like another place in the world and the end of the world, the end of the memory, and there's some element here and one here and one here, and like get the idea. It's in a random place in the memory, as if we said this is the memory. Okay, but each element is pointing to the next element. For example, let's say this is the first element. This is the head. Of course, you can call it what you want: the head, the root, the first, the front, the whatever you want. But I'm gonna call it the head. Okay, this is the head will be equal to the next item. For example, let's say this or this, and this will equal to the next, and this will equal to the next, and next, and next, and so on. As you see, the linked list is an elements that each element has a value and pointing to the next element. But you're gonna say how we will know the last element. Then the last element will be a reference or pointing to null. Okay, this is you. And let's say this null. Okay, we're pointing to null. I hope you get idea. So we need for each item here to have two things: the value, right, and the reference. Hmm. And this way, we're gonna need to make the item different. I'm not gonna make it a value, just like not as it's not will be just an integer or a string or a character or float or whatever. For this idea, we made a new thing, also a new concept. Not gonna say a new concept, for example, but I'm gonna say an idea to make it easier. We make something called node. Okay, you can call it whatever, but it's kind of this. Okay, it's kind of a class or a struct that own the value that has a value. Sorry, and another thing which is the reference or the pointer, whatever it depends on the language you use. For the another node or the next node, which also has a value and a reference or a pointer. For example, here is null. So when we want to make an linked list, we should make a node, and this node will have will has the value, okay, of the item we want to add, whatever it data type is. Even if you want, you can make it with a custom class you made. Okay, so but you're gonna say, what if you want to remove, or not remove? Let's say we want to add a new item here in this place. What we are gonna do? Simple. It's not like an array will where you should make it uh, expand, okay, and put the item you want here and make the other pushed to the right. Okay, here is easier. You're gonna just make a new node, the same with the value and the reference, where the head node will change its reference not this node will be to this node, while this node will be reference to this node. You get it? And of course, if you want to add a new head, you're gonna do the same idea. Make an node, make it reference to the head, and of course, the you have an uh, global variable which is head. Instead of make it reference to this node, we'll change it to the new head. Okay, I hope you get the idea. Okay, what else we have? Um, oh, if you want to remove a node, you can easy do the same. This is, okay, now this. Okay. So now, if you want, for example, to delete this node, you're just gonna remove this reference and this reference and make this reference or pointing to this node again. Of course, to access each node, you can use whatever you want. You can use recursion, or you can use a normal while loop. Depending on the reference, you're gonna know where or the value. It depends what you want. You want to add at the end. You want to add before something, or even if you want, you can use index. For example, let's move down. For example, here we have this is 1, 2, 3. So this reference to here, and this to here, and this to null. Okay, so you can call this as index 0, and this as index 1, and this as index 2. You can use this and, for example, a for loop to access the item as its index, or you can use a while loop. It depends as you want to implement. Okay, I think that's all of what I can say about linked list. I hope it make it clear for you. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.